Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. It's been a while. We're back though, at least this week, doing some art stream, painting some stuff, hoping to get started on all this. I have a couple commissions that I can stream that I'm working on. I've been really busy with some projects that I'm not able to stream, so I haven't really been doing any stream lately, and I got to kind of keep up with those. So it's been a bit. But yeah, so this is a commission that I was given permission I could work on. So I'm gonna stream working on this because I got to work on it anyway. So yeah, hope you guys enjoy it. I have a couple that this person has three. I still haven't sketched the third one. So I have this one, and I have a sketch of, whoops, I'm on a tool here, hold on. So I have this one, and oh my gosh, why are my layers so weird? All right, let me label them. That might help if I label my layers. Just gonna label everything so I know where everything is. This is nothing. This layer's nothing. So I have this one and this one that I sketched. So I got a couple that I'm working on. But I'm gonna probably work on the necromancer today, just because I like the pose a little more, and I kind of want to mess around with it. So I mess around with that, painting it. So with that said, let's get started. I really want to do, like, I've been seeing this art trend lately with a lot of like uses of like pastel colors and like almost like neon-y kind of ways, and I really love that vibe for like dark art, like necromancers and stuff. For some reason I love that aesthetic. So like I want to try to apply some of that to this using like a lot of like more pastel-y or like saturated colors for those. So I'm gonna try and do that. Just get myself all situated here. So usually I just kind of do like a quick base coat and stuff. Just lay one out really quick. Kind of thinking like instead of like reds, I'm gonna just like do pinks, like just like go like a little pinks and like light purples, like lilac kind of color. Like I'm just gonna kind of do that color for her right now. Yeah, we'll just kind of see how far we get with this. Man, I gotta shave my beard. It's like, one, it's scratchy for sure, and two, it's like making my face like, it's like round, like way rounded out. Like it's driving me nuts. Like I keep seeing my face in the video camera, and I'm like man, like I don't recall my face being that like ovular. You know, I think it's just there's so much here. It's wild. It's driving me nuts. I got like the wizard white here going on. Clearly seeing me aging, rapid pace. Yeah, this won't be so cotton candy-y, but I definitely want to start really light, really bright. I kind of then just kind of gradually go from there. Just kind of see. I want to change the color of this background piece to be wonder if I could do like wonder if a gradient would be nice. Let's do like just a quick spray. This is usually what I do for my posters when I make posters. Is I use like a spray brush for my base coat, but I don't usually do it for character pieces. Heroic Antagonist, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. Yeah, lurk away, man. Enjoy the stream while you get through some meetings. I appreciate you checking it out. Yeah, no, it's been a bit. I haven't streamed. This beginning of the year has been so wild. Like I want to apologize to everyone that's hired me for commissions because there's been like not delays, but like stuff's been just taking a little longer than it should. But yeah, I haven't been able to stream or do anything really for that stuff. I'm just gonna kind of go back here. We're just like messing around right now. Just kind of seeing what works, what doesn't. Hell, none of it might work, and that's okay. Like, I kind of want in the background, I kind of want like... Well, the plan is to have the other character kind of looming behind. Like, so the pieces, there's two characters that are kind of like intertwined. Okay, so, and then there's a third that I already showed you. So these two characters are kind of like two sides of the same coin kind of thing. So they wanted them kind of separated, but potentially like connected in some way, mirrored in some way. So like what I decided to do, and she liked the idea, so she approved it, but like I was gonna actually have this pose and then the second character on like the same background, but like lurking above on a separate piece, but like all the lines connect, so you could like literally like put her behind and it's like a one piece. So that's kind of my hope. So I gotta just plan a little bit. I'm gonna do, well, here, we'll use this. I'm kind of thinking like there'd be some sort of maybe like ruins or perch or something back here. But here, let's build up our forest. So the good thing about these is like I don't usually do backgrounds for these pieces, but I've been really having fun doing them. But like it's nice to be able to just kind of like do like a quick loose one. Like you don't have to think about it too much. Like you're just kind of doing it to like build a little bit of something. Then bring some of that pink maybe. So we'll just go back to her for a sec. Hey Maura, welcome to the stream. Thanks for checking it out. And thanks for voting in the poll. I appreciate it. I'm always hesitant to do polls because they don't usually get a lot of traction. Because they don't let you put images on them, so they're not captivating at all or anything. Yeah, I return. I've made my return. For now. I'm able to stream this, so I'm actually able to do a couple. If I don't fall too behind with other work, I will try to keep doing more. Yeah, working on a couple commissions today. kind of seeing what I want to do here. But hope you've been doing well, Maura. So when I oh, did your fridge go? Is it like chugging or something? Like just like making some weird noises? Seth on YouTube, thanks for checking out the stream. Yes, it's been a bit. Yeah, no, I haven't been able to stream too much. It's not keeping things cold, Maura? Dang. Yeah, my old fridge had a similar situation. Like I think our problem with ours was we were crowding stuff around it too much, like toward the back, and it like actually made it just kind of like thaw because it was like thinking it was frozen over or whatever in the freezer, which then affected like the fridge too, and then the fridge temperature was not working. So I mean, then we ended up having to get a new fridge. So, but I don't know what your fridge situation's like, but like. Maybe you have a lot of stuff like around it, like people store a lot of stuff in their freezer or whatever just to kind of keep things for a longer time. Like my mom did that a lot. Like she just like she'd have like nothing in the fridge but like tons of shit in the freezer, and it's just like no, I don't think it's the only outcome. I think it's something that could be whatever it is, it could be probably addressed. Like I think what happened was ours was never addressed until like when it was going, you know what I mean? So like I don't think we had like a situation we were able to fix it. But yeah, no, we're doing all right too. Like beginning of the year was a little iffy. It's like somebody would get sick, then I get sick, then somebody else in the family gets sick. But we're doing all right now. I got a little like head cold thing, but I'm working through it easy enough. But yeah, it's just like, and then I got. Like it's weird. I'm actually gonna probably write like a stupid blog post about it, like an unserious blog post about it, like talking about being like it's weird to like be grateful. It's like weird to be like grateful for a lot of work, but then being so busy you get like frustrated by it. Like it's a weird feeling to be busy and like feeling like you have to be like grateful for it because like you're in a world where your like work might be scarce sometimes, so it feels really weird to be like complacent at all. But it's like sometimes like right now it's like I wish I could like take my work and spread it out more, because I just don't feel like it's like a manageable workflow. Like it's like I'm feeling really like burnt out. Like I've been feeling really burnt out the last few weeks, and then I kind of like would take a break and then I'd come back and I'd feel a little more rejuvenated. But like that pressure of like there's so many people waiting on so many things that it's like you feel guilty when you aren't spending every hour every day working on it. So like that's kind of like another balance of trying to like be like being transparent with clients helps a lot. But I think it's a really weird feeling. I'll probably write about it this week, but like it's like a really weird feeling to be like in a culture that like thrives on like getting work and getting busy, and then having that and like feeling like you don't have a space to like even like remotely like complain about it. And like it's more like complaining not of the work itself, but it's complaining about like I feel like I can't manage it, and like that's been really hard. And but at the same time, I don't want to not have any work, so it's really weird. It's really weird to like think about and feel feelings about of like, because you want to be grateful, right? It's weird. It's weird because like I just like, so examples, like I'm working on these commissions right now. This was booked in December for January, but they booked a ton of characters. They did like 7 characters. So like they said no deadline, no rush, don't worry about it, just whenever. And of course, when nobody gives a deadline, it gets friggin' pushed off with other stuff by clients that either pay more or are need it sooner, right? So like that's one of the things. But like right as soon as I booked this, I got a thing where I got to work on a TTRPG like that's like licensed for like a video game licensed TTRPG, which was sick. And I'm still waiting to hear back about some other art that they want me to do. Okay, I did one piece for them, but then they're like, okay, we have other pieces we want you to do, but we just gotta wait a little bit because tariffs and all that stuff. So then I'm waiting for them. So I got that right after I got this, but then right after I got that other one, a client that I do my prints with, but I also like do posters for them on the like as well. They're like kind of like a contract thing. They wanted me to sign on to a retainer that was like a huge chunk of money for like a guaranteed amount of posters per month, like a more solidified contract than more like gig based. And I was like, well, I can't really like say no to that, because like if I do the amount that they say, that's like a third of my pay. Like half of my, like not half, probably like a third or so of like my yearly income in 2 months. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, you have to say yeah to that, but like now you have all this stuff happening all at the same time, as opposed to it being like scattered and more manageable. So it's weird because I'm like, wow, this is really awesome, but then I'm like, holy shit, I only work 3 hours a day. Just because my situation right now, it's like I only do work. I have a solid shift of work that I do from 7 a.m. to like 11:15 a.m. And rarely I'm on time because kids. So it's usually like 7:15-ish. And then I have to, if my kid naps, then I work for like an hour. and then I might work at night after they go to bed. So it's like, until my youngest is in school, that's my schedule. So like the next 2-3 years or whatever. So it's like, it's really hard to manage that. But what really helps is being transparent with people and being like, hey, this is my work schedule. I'm working on like 7 things at once, so sometimes things take a little longer. Like painting this character could take me 4 hours, but like it's not the only thing I work on. So it ends up taking like technically 10 because I'm working on 5 other things at the same time. Anyway, I'm gonna hope that my blog post isn't that long-winded and a little more concise. So yeah, I'll probably write about that this week at some point. Yeah, I've been really enjoying the blog post stuff, just because I feel like it's like a nice like way to talk about art or talk about just like random things, like kind of like what you want to do on social media, right? But there's no character limit and stuff. Like I kind of miss blogs. And I also feel like it's a nice way to kind of like lump in like random things that aren't related to like board games that I'm making or whatever. It's more related to like just everyday stuff. So I really enjoy the concept of that. I think I'm not going to address the background right now just because I'm not fully sure what it is I want. But yeah, no, I've had some really cool projects this year. I'm really lucky, really grateful. What am I doing here? All right. Oh, nope. So she's gonna have like some magic kind of situation going here, like some mist. So maybe that'll be like a light source. So maybe her, oh, the bounce light. So I'm trying to establish light right now really quick. So we have main light, rim light from the background, maybe some soft bounce light from the mist, the glow. All right, okay. Actually want to do like this color first. Yeah, no, I'm just waiting for them to say I can share it, because yeah, no, I'm really happy with that piece too. So I fucking hate NDAs so much. Like I really do. Like I get it, but I also hate it. Also, I'm just like itching to get back to like working on Rune Rally. Like I feel like it's really close to being done. It's been close for friggin' forever. The game itself is done. I'm just making all the artwork now. It's one of those games that like I'm not gonna run a Kickstarter to be like, oh, help fund finishing it. It's already done. It's like the Kickstarter is more to help fund like manufacturing it, honestly, and like any like consignment or anything like that. Just getting it out to the masses, I guess. Rebecca, welcome to the stream. It's going good. How are you doing? Chilling out? Catching me kind of loosely struggle with a commission piece? Just vibing? No, I don't think we're on the struggle bus yet, but we're getting there. A challenging thing with commissions sometimes is like their outfits are all black. And then you have to kind of find ways to make them interesting. So you do different like variations of black. Oh, you graduated? Congratulations, dude. Congratulations. Amazing. Yeah, no, well-deserved break for sure. I wasn't streaming for a bit, so it made you able to focus in and finish your schooling. Oh, Josh ain't painting art, so I can't be distracted. I gotta actually work now. I find YouTube rabbit holes are so distracting. Like I went on like a YouTube. I'd be working and then I'd go on like a YouTube rabbit hole of like history stuff, like ancient civilizations or something like that. And I'd be like, oh, this is cool. Oh, this is cool. Oh, this is cool. And I'd just be like, all of a sudden it's been like a half an hour and I'm like, oh shit. And I have to go back. No, my time off from streaming, I mean, it's kind of just the same thing. It's I talked about it earlier, but like it's just mostly been like stuff that I can't work on stream. So I just haven't been streaming strictly for the fact that if I stream something that I don't need to work on, the other stuff that I do need to work on gets delayed, and then people probably get frustrated because I'm just like, oh, let me paint a Fakemon while your character commission waits. So it's like, unfortunately, sometimes the stream just needs to take a break if I can't manage it in the schedule. But no, yeah, my kid had April vacation recently, so we had like a nice little vacation break home and just kind of like doing some fun stuff together, and that's been nice. Go back to the big brush here. Let's see. Hmm. Nope. Yeah, no, I think things have been good overall, you know. Feels weird saying things are good though. Like, even that feels weird because there's so much shit everywhere going on. But on a micro scale, things are good. On a macro scale, that's a different conversation. Yeah, so usually, like, in this process, you just kind of... I'm going to treat this kind of like an art lesson, I guess. I don't know if anyone's interested. So essentially, you're just kind of blocking in stuff and just seeing what works. Just kind of throwing things at the wall and seeing what works. You're also kind of thinking of, like, where your lighting's going to be. Like, loosely, I'm kind of thinking it's going to come, like, this side here. And then you're going to have... you know, your rim lighting coming from, like, coming back here a little bit, and then you'll have she's going to be doing some spell casting, so, like, maybe, well, not spell casting, but, like, you know, some necrotic mist kind of thing. So there's going to be a little bit of bounce light from that, probably, especially on her hand, maybe a little bit here. I might do a little, like, here, like on the chest, and then maybe I'll do it under her face too. But that seems like a little bit of a stretch because I don't think it'll reach that far. Sometimes you exaggerate stuff because it looks cool, so who knows? We'll see. I don't know if I want... I like the flowiness of this thing, but it just doesn't make any sense being back here. Like, this just doesn't... I like the flow. but it just doesn't match. Like, she has like this stiff overcoat, and then I kind of added this flowy dress underneath. But maybe if I make the overcoat come out a little more instead, and make this just flow a little bit more, that kind of gives me that. That seems a little crazy. I don't know. This person ordered 7 commissions, so, but 4 of them were like cyberpunk like, and I kind of did a different approach with those. I kind of went with like almost like a Grand Theft Auto, like really loose painterly kind of look, very, very concept art look with those. And then she ordered 3 fantasy commissions, and so I have this one and 2 others that I'm working on, and then her set will be done finally. And yeah, I do have a couple commissions kind of going on at the same time. One is like somebody wanted like a wedding commission, but it was like Doctor Who themed or something. So I have to kind of like make a painting that kind of vibe. And what else? A couple like commercial stuff, TTRPGs, and YouTuber posters and stuff that I usually do. And then I'm also helping somebody work on a board game, like making art for their board game, which will be fun. I hope I can manage to get all this done. That's my only concern, is like there's a lot going on at the same time. I always think like, I always want to like hire help, but like it's really hard to do that, like especially when it's like, one, I can't guarantee them work constantly, and I want to pay them really well, and it's like I'm trying to think of the percentage that would be, and it's like, just I feel like I would need a little more work to like be able to justify the cost of like hiring someone on, because I'm just kind of getting to that point where it's a little hard to manage. Honestly, I mostly would love someone to help me with like shop and social media shit, because that takes up so much of my time. I can't stand it. And I like Patreon, but I can't stand posting anywhere else. And yeah. I really wish I could like focus my energy on like just making art. I mean, that was kind of the intention of the Patreon. Like I brought this up numerous times, but like the intention of the Patreon is like to essentially just get away from social media and like have a place like that, and my website are like the 2 main things to like get any information about my art, contacting me or whatever, or projects that I'm working on. Social media is literally just becoming like here, like me sharing stuff that I already posted on Patreon, etc. So yeah. Listen, if I feel like I can afford to hire out, yeah, I'm all ears. I'll do a post about it though if I'm looking for help, for sure. Like I was thinking about like with board games that I'm trying to finish, like Pages of Fate. Part of the Kickstarter funding is going to be to help pay more artists and writers to like finish the game. Like I'm gonna like do like a quarter of the game myself, and then more art direct the rest of it if it gets funded. So it's like, it's more like that stuff that would be kind of how I would hire help. And then if we get to a point where it's constantly at that level, then I'd be like, yeah, I would love to hire people, you know, full time or at least full time like contract work. I don't know if I could afford. I don't think I'll ever be like a corporation. You know what I mean? Like I don't think I'll ever get to that point where I can, you know. I would love to be able to like, you know, give people benefits and stuff, but I don't think I'd ever get to that point where I could. I'm just a small, like, I'm busy for me. You know what I mean? Like, I'm mostly only busy because I work so few hours in a day. Right. I currently only work like 3.5 hours regularly. And then everything else is like extra if I can find time. If my kid naps, you know, it's like very if. And that's temporary, but like, yes, the famously wealthy Josh Ketchum. Yes, please. the famously wealthy, more like the famously frugal. Like, I only have a savings because I don't spend money. No, I do think my wife and I have not very lucrative jobs. But we are pretty good at managing our money. I will say that. Mostly her. She's the friggin' brains of the operation always. But I've learned a lot through her too. But yeah, I think we're pretty good at managing our money. So like, I'm usually prepared for, you know, tax season. You know, I squirrel away, you know, that money, and I just try not to touch. Like, there's like a threshold when we have like a spreadsheet that every year, like when we spend. All right, Bert Bacca, have a great day. See you later. Good luck with the yard work. But like we usually, like, we have a spreadsheet with like the finances or whatever, and it usually calculates like what percentage essentially I'd be loosely paying in taxes. So I kind of squirrel away that, and it's usually a generous amount over what I end up paying. So like, then you just take that left over and like hold on to it to like lump towards the next year of taxes. So you have to like save less of it or whatever for the following year. We have, you know, like money in CDs and stuff that like have like high interest rates and stuff. So you're investing a little bit in CDs, but like hopefully the ones that we've done are as far as we know, you know, ethical. And doing a little bit in retirement, like we're able to do that stuff. And just because we've managed our money relatively well. Like, we do spend money, but like, I don't know. I'm not here to criticize anyone's spending habits. I just we tend to be a little more frugal for sure than I think the average person. Just because we know our like, we're not making millions, you know. Like, I'm not making even hundreds of thousands. Like, I can't. I'm not. I draw pictures, dude. Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah, that usually happens. Like, what was it? Oh, that was the other thing too. Can't go into details too much, but essentially, I signed this retainer contract with this company that would be X amount of pay, and I was like, well, like, I'm gonna try my best to get to this threshold, but if I don't, there's like a baseline of pay in case I whatever. And so like once I sign it, the moment I sign on all this work, I'm taking on all this work. I already have current work going on, and then there's like a health scare in my family, and then it just like somebody in my family needed like a bunch of testing done, a bunch of lab work done, a bunch of all this stuff, and it just cost a lot of money. So it's like luckily we managed to like fight for it to get covered, and it luckily got covered for the most part, so it wasn't nearly as much as it was going to be, but it was still a lot of money. But yeah, it's like you sign on to something that's like, oh cool, this will like help us like really add to that nest egg or whatever, and then you just break in the jar immediately to pay more. So yeah, no, I hear that for sure. But like even like tiny things, right? Like that I don't think enough people use it, at least in my community. It's like here's like a small example. I'm not saying this will save everyone's bacon here, but like using libraries. Like libraries are legit free. And there's so much stuff at these libraries. You can rent tools that you need for your house, like say you need to like or your apartment, say you need like radon detectors or something like that. Like they have all that shit. You can get your I think you can get your water, like a water test through them. You can like to like send off to get tested if you have to test your water. There's like obviously books, movies and stuff. Like they also do like museum passes and stuff that like are usually free or heavily discounted. So it's like you don't it's like stuff like that is a huge help too, like community things like that. I don't know, I feel like those little things are often overlooked in a lot of communities. Love our library. It's so good. But yeah, no, my biggest suggestion for anyone is to put your money in a high interest savings account or a CD or something. Like put a chunk of it in there, because your savings account, if you have one, if it's in a credit union or a like a Bank of America or something, you're getting like 10 cents a year in interest in a savings account. We moved ours to one that had an interest rate of like, it was like 4% at the time, and it ended up being like, we put a huge chunk in there, but it ended up being like a couple $1,000s over the year. It's like all of a sudden you just get that much more money, and then you can reinvest that or put it down towards, like, if you have a loan or something that you have to pay off. Like it's a huge waste to have a bunch of money sitting in a savings account that's not accruing any interest for you. So it's like, that's probably my one suggestion that I think helped out a lot in terms of managing our finances. And again, I'm not trying to tell anyone how to like, you know, live their life, whatever. I feel like finances get a little touchy with some people, and I'm not judging anyone. Everyone's situation's different, you know. That's just what worked out for us, you know. My mic has been muted. I think my mic has been muted for like 20 minutes. I went on this whole spiel about, did it cut off while I was talking about finances or after? I can't remember. We were talking about finances and I was giving advice of what I think worked for me and my partner in our situation. I'm pretty sure I was muted that entire time. It's okay, you'll never know. It's a secret now. Wild. I muted it because I was drinking a drink that had ice in it, and I do like to chew ice, and I was like, but I'm not gonna do that on a mic, so I muted it. And I never did. Well, I appreciate you letting me know now that I'm wrapping up the stream. But thank you so much. I was wondering, because I saw a few people leave, and I was like, oh, maybe people left because I wasn't talking or I was muted. Whatever. We'll be back Thursday with probably more painting of this character. And yeah, we'll be back Thursday, same time, 9-ish, 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And yeah, back working on this character. So thanks everyone for coming by. Patreon.com/CreativeOutpouring. If you want to support, follow for free for behind the scenes stuff, blogs and stuff like that. But paid tiers, you get other stuff, and it's a huge boon to me and my art. So I greatly appreciate that. But yeah, thanks for stopping by, and we'll see you Thursday. Be good to one another and have a great week. See you later. Have a good one, guys.